A very good day from myself, Devon Govender, and welcome to Speed Down Under. This is KZN's premier harness racing selection show, and it's proudly brought to you by Gallop TV. As usual, we are covering the race meeting that takes place this Friday in Western Australia at the headquarters in Perth. And Gloucester Park is the track we're covering. It looks like a really nice card to get involved in. As usual, I'm joined by trainer, driver, as well as driving master in Western Australia, Aldo Cordapasi, and he's going to give us his in-depth analysis on this week's race meeting as usual, and hopefully we can point you in the right direction to catch that jackpot. We greet you, Aldo. How are you doing?
I'm going very well, thanks.
That's good, that's good. How's the weather been in Perth? Everything good in Perth?
Weather's been very average. Very cold, very windy and very wet. So winter's hit.
Yep, it's usually winter this part of the time in Perth, and you heard it from Aldo. The conditions are very, very cold. In terms of the horses and the stable, everything going well?
Yeah, steady. I'm only got 2 horses in training at the moment, so pretty happy with that. But that suits my lifestyle these days as well.
That's good, that's good. And I just had a glance at the card. It looks like a very competitive card, but it is quite a busy night for you as well.
Yeah, look, it's some of the fields have been very even lately, and this is another night coming up of very even racing, so hence there's a fair few selections we've thrown up, but yeah, it's good racing.
Before we get to the jackpot, Aldo, in race number 1, I see you have number 6, Get Your Bets On, currently trading at around about $10. Always been there or thereabouts. Can we include this individual in trifectas and quartets?
Yeah, I think he's definitely a place player in this race. I've only had him for a few starts, and I'm still trying to work him out a little bit, but I quite like him. I think he's got a bit of depth to him. So, yeah, definitely I think it looks the right type of race for him for sure.
There you heard it from Aldo. You can throw in number 6, Get Your Bets On, in race number 1 in the trifectas and quartets. And I can tell you, with Aldo Cordapasi in the driver's seat, you are going to get a good run for your money. Moving on to race number 2, Aldo, you got number 7, King Seat, in that race. And barring the last run, has always been in the frame.
Yeah, don't worry about his last run. He does first run in 3 weeks. And threw him out of his grade a fair bit to the Narrogin Cup just to see how he would handle the step up in grade. I thought he went quite well considering first run in 3 weeks and the quality of horses he come up against. So drops back to his own grade this week, and yeah, he's another one that could be filling the placings.
Well, there's a nice price available in the anti-post market currently at around about $41. That is number 7, King Seat. Aldo Cordapasi is the trainer driver, and we're going to throw this into the trifectas and quartets. Could return a nice dividend for the placings there in race number 2. Moving on to the third race on the program, Aldo, you've got Star Casino there, and this is another one that's been holding some solid form and will have an outstanding chance.
Yeah, it was super impressive last week, and I think he's a pretty good, strong each-way chance tomorrow night. Just don't know how the race will play out early, but he'll be in the firing line at some stage, and yeah, he's probably the best stayer in the race. It's just to see how we work our way into it at some stage, whether we get there early or we come with a long, sustained run later. But he's the strongest stayer in the race, so they'll definitely know he's there.
There you heard it from Aldo. He's got number 8, Star Casino, in race number 3 on the card, and that's currently trading at around about $5 in the anti-post market. Throw this into everything because we do believe that this has got a massive winning chance. Moving on to the jackpot now. The slide is going to come up on screen. The jackpot kicks off in race number 5, and we've got the 4 numbers there, numbers 2, 3, 1 and 11, and we'll start with number 2. That is Elite Fleet for Justin Prentice and Trent Wheeler in the driver's driver's seat at around about $4.60 in the anti-post market. That is the first selection there in race number 5. Very competitive race this, Aldo.
Very competitive race, and if he had drawn out wide, I probably wouldn't have put him in the big. To firing line early.
We just lost you there for a second, Aldo. If you could please repeat that.
Yeah, I was saying that he's a very talented horse and he's probably got the draw advantage over his biggest rival. So I think he'll put himself into the race early and be a good strong chance at the finish.
That is number 2, Elite Fleet, and we have backed that up with number 3, Belly Up, who's also been in top form, as well as number 1, Seaside Magic, and number 11, Captain Sterling, who ran second in the last start. So 2, 3, 1, and 11 in the first leg of the jackpot, and number 2 definitely represents some value at around about $4.60 in the anti-post market. Of course, we will give you the updated dividends on the tote come Friday once that is available. Moving on to the next leg of the jackpot, which is the second leg. We've just got the 3 numbers there, numbers 8, 1, and 7, and we'll start with number 8, Sugar Delight, for Barry Howlett, and Chris Lewis in the driver's seat. Ran a cracking second in the last start.
Yeah, very impressive. It was very eye-catching. Barrier draw I'm not worried about because that suits her style of racing. She'll drop out and she'll get home strong, and she's very fast, and I just don't think anything in this race can probably hold her out if she gets the right trips in off the speed. So very impressive for her last start, and I think this looks like a really good race for her.
This horse, number 7, Push Button Rock, for Peter Anderson and Trent Wheeler, is trading at around about $14. This could certainly make the trifectas and quartets pay.
Yeah, very impressive last start, that horse. First time I've actually ever seen it do some work in a race, and it treated its rivals second rate. So I know it's a step up in class, but I believe she's got a lot of ability and can't be left out. I think she's a better horse than people give her credit for.
There you heard it from Aldo. Our selections in race number 6 for the jackpot, numbers 8, 1, and 7. And we did touch on number 8, Sugar Delight, which ran an absolute cracker in the last start. That when this individual finished second, that was an eye-catching run, and this will be the firm first selection. But we have backed it up with the number 1, that is Sun Dancer Rainbow, as well as number 7, Push Button Rock, who you have to throw into the trifectas and quartets at decent odds. And this one is very capable, so could make those trifectas and quartets pay there. Moving on to race number 7, this is where the best bet comes up, and we've got a banker in the jackpot in the form of number 8, G He's a Sport. This individual, Aldo, packed with class in this field.
Yeah, look, been super impressed with this horse, the way he runs, knows how to find the line, and I just think he'll be too good for this crew, and hence why I've just banked him, made him the best bet for the night. I think he'll work his way into the race at some stage and just be too big and too strong for him in the end.
That is race number 7, where the best bet comes up in the form of number 8, G He's a Sport. And we just think that this individual packs too many guns for this field, is very, very classy, and should take a power of beating. Hence, we've banked this in the jackpot. Moving on to the last leg of the jackpot, another very competitive race, Aldo. And the numbers we got 7, 9, 6, and 8. And we'll start with the number 7, Wicked Lover, with Carl Symington in the driver's seat.
Very even race this. Very hard to pick a selection over other selections. So just gone with probably the form stable and the form driver, and Brian Ballon, Kyle Symington. Wicked Lover never runs a bad race, and knocking on the door for a win, this could be its week.
There you heard it from Aldo. And if you look at the form of number 7, Wicked Lover, has been very consistent, always in the money in recent starts. and is a must include in all bets. We've backed that up with the numbers 9, 6 and 8. That is number 9, Poppy on the Beach. Number 6 on the card, Spirited Whitby, who's another one that's holding some solid form, as well as number 8, Delulu, who could pop up here as well. So 7, 9, 6 and 8, you heard it from Aldo. It's a very, very even race. So I'm just going to recap those numbers in a moment, but I just want to touch on one more horse, Aldo, in race number 9. If there had to be another best bet on the card, I picked out this horse Chase Me in race number 9 with the Gary Hall Senior and Gary Hall Junior in the driver's seat. This one's got the plum draw.
Yeah, it has. I think it'll be very short as well. So, it looks like a definitely strong winning chance.
Just in terms of if the guys want to get involved in the quartets and trifectas in race number 9, could probably take a chance and banker number 1, Chase Me, and just throw in a few other runners.
Yeah, I think it'd be a rails run race, so look for horses that have drawn close. I'm going to get soft trips and be coming off the fence late. I think Chase Me will be running some quick sectionals home, so anything trying to come wide won't be getting into the race. So you look at horses taking shortcuts and kicking up along the fence.
Well, there you heard it from Aldo there. He's given us a good insight on race number 9 if you're looking to get involved in those quartets and trifectas, because we're looking to banker number 1, Chase Me. So we're just going to run through that jackpot selections very quickly for you. And that kicks off in race number 5. We've gone with numbers 2, 3, 1 and 11, by numbers 8, 1 and 7, by the best bet in race number 7, which is number 8, 7, 9, 6 and 8, and the last leg we have gone with 7, 9, 6 and 8 in the last leg, and then the cost is 48 Rand, and once again touching on that best bet in race number 7, that is number 8, G He's a Sport, which is the banker. Aldo, we will be following you very closely in those first 3 races, and we'll be holding thumbs for all your runners, especially Star Casino.
Fingers crossed. I'd be having a place bet all up on all 3. I think they'll be going all very well. So,
thanks very much, Aldo, and thanks so much for your time and contribution. All the best come this Friday at Gloucester Park.
My pleasure.
Thanks to trainer-driver Aldo Kodapasi for providing us with his selections and previews. And you heard it from Aldo. We're going to be taking an all-to-come place bet with all 3 of his runners in races 1, 2 and 3 on the card. And then we're going to get involved in that jackpot as well. If you're playing the jackpot as well as the suggested all-to-come bets, good luck to you.